Greetings and welcome, minions, to another episode of Let's Play Dungeons 3. Right, the end of Burger's End. Let's go in.
Talia and the all-devouring evil's army had left the mines of Steelsmith behind them, far from Tanos and his henchmen. The tunnels brought them close to the city Burger's End, in the Empire's hinterlands. Burger's End was known for its voracious heroes. More specifically, their appetites were wait for it, dairy. They ate so much that the city had to be supplied with food from the surrounding area on a daily basis. True story.
These gluttons are going to be easy. Onwards, creatures of the deviant evil! Give these gourmands their just desserts!
This hasty attack wasn't the best idea, as the what is cannon fodder for evil's creatures all too quickly found out. These well-fed warriors proved to be exceedingly powerful and dismembered the advancing horde with terrifying speed.
That could have gone better.
Naturally, a battle like that can work up an appetite. Luckily, a transport full of food showed up shortly after the clash. The wheels quickly turned in the deceitful evil's evil brain. What if those deliverers were to have an accident on their way to the city, and the city suddenly ran out of food? It giggled a treacherous little giggle. Those wood piles could be used as a roadblock if they were put into motion with a few hefty blows. That would make transporting that food even more difficult.
Okay, then we'll starve the pigs out. A brilliant plan. Do we have to do this? I feel so bad about killing Grimly. Oh, I'm surprised. I thought that evil act would finally extinguish the good part of me. I guess I'll just have to put up with you for a while longer.
These schizophrenic monologues are really annoying. They prevent me from saying so much more.
Not the worst thing when I look at the reviews of the last game.
What? How dare you? Talk about cheeky. You haven't heard the last of this.
Well, actually, I don't know that the narrator was really the one thing that people didn't like about the last game. It's just a pity that they are not really using him all that well, I think, in some ways.
In its boundless genius, the prudent evil had provided Talia with a few Gob-O-Bots whose combat strength would prove extremely useful. They were just, wait a minute, where are they?
Yes! They were supposed to be delivered yesterday, but the postman just left a note at the dungeon entrance saying that I wasn't home. I was here the whole time.
Oh, how I'd love to work with professionals. Just once. Professionals. Just once. Take a deep breath. Remember what they taught you. You don't want any more of those electric shocks. Fine. Fine. And so, the bad-tempered evil quickly threw 2 Gob-O-Bots into the dungeon. Then it went out to find that postman and beat the living crap out of him.
Now, luckily we do start with some evil, so we can set up some things. And I kinda want some Naga, so let's start with that. Now we've got 2 entrances here, which is good for us and bad for us. Because it means we'll have to split our attention 2 ways. And waste more time actually building stuff to defend. If that's really a waste, that's really an opinion, of course. Any case, what I was trying to say about the humor of this game It seems for the sequel they've decided to go for way more, rather than going for real quality in certain aspects. I mean, it's still fine and all, but you know, I don't think the whole point of humor is just to make more jokes in the hopes that people laugh. It's just to get the timing right on the jokes you do have. But then again, that's just my opinion. But I still do appreciate they're able to laugh at their own unfortunes. Well, actually, I still need to get a place for the demons to roost. So, we'll start with that. And I may also need more... snots to help me with everything.
Hopefully no one has arachnophobia. A spider nest has been discovered.
Let's clear it out.
Me.
Payday.
Right. Let's keep on digging for gold. And the few Gob-O-Bots that I now have, well, they're not shown on the list tree, but they're just a new variant of goblin, really, that I need to research at some point.
Meanwhile, even the gluttonous heroes of Burger's End had noticed the constant rhythmic thumping sounds coming from underground between chews, and sent scouts and combat troops out towards the dungeon.
Ah, these stuffed pigs will be a piece of cake. We could also deal with them peacefully, couldn't we?
That was a noble thought from the good Talia, but the heroes of Burger's End were not choosy about what they ate, and dark elf fingers were considered a delicacy.
Oh, disgusting! Right, let's roast these pigs. Oh, good call.
Alright, let's get you also onto the surface.
I will destroy this land.
Now, Gob-O-Bots are sort of more of a...
I want Tanos's head.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Oh, for crying out loud. Alright, fine. We'll go back. They're a neat little frontline boost, you could say. Good at dealing plenty of...
Part is under attack.
Wouldn't call them... Wouldn't really call it long range damage. But it has got nice little cleave attack that deals very nicely with groups of tightly packed heroes. The goblins, however, do lose their inconspicuous trait.
Hey, keep your hands to...
So they're slightly more vulnerable. For a bit. However, once the outer shell of the Gob-O-Bot is destroyed, the goblin will just come out safe and sound. So that's nice. Now these Gob-O-Bots are level 1s. That's not very usual because you can't really get those at level 1. Because you need your goblins to be at least level 3 in order to be allowed access to Gob-O-Bots.
He's not gonna get up.
The evilness collecting evil had, well, collected evil. Damned adjectives. Whatever. It soon had the chance to research Gob-O-Bots, enabling it to recruit them itself in future. This extremely useful research would equip all normal goblins with a mech, greatly increasing their combat strength.
Mm-hmm. That indeed. Right. What's this book? Life Regeneration. We'll hold on to that. Alright, so I was thinking about getting some magic. So let's get the vortex going. And we need a little bit of protection over here, and I suppose over here. Don't need to make them oversized.
The first food delivery set out for Burger's End. Of course, the well-prepared and not at all surprised evil would never let it arrive at its destination.
Wasn't planning on it.
Oh, apparently a couple of heroes got lucky and caught a couple of goblins away from their Gob-O-Bots on a pea break. You should free them as quickly as possible.
Right, well, we'll do that. Right now, however, priority is to deal with this problem. Right. Let's first heal up. Alright. Let's get the Arcanium going. These people are really hemmed in over here. Alright, another rich gold vein. That'll certainly come in useful.
It's payday. The destructive evil had destroyed the food delivery before it even got close to Burger's End.
Alright, I think we can deal with this. Let's kill it.
Ow! Evil is unstoppable!
Alright. The room has been carved out. And over here... Alright, and you still need to set up a place for the production of toolboxes.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Alright.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
I'm aware.
The dungeon heart is being attacked.
Alright. Alright, well, they are resting. Let's bring up our pop cap. A few hitters in there. Alright, so we have some goblins that are stuck behind enemy lines. How to deal with that? Alright, let's first set this up. Requires 8 toolboxes, right. wish we could dig for more, but I am not seeing any toolboxes hidden in the walls. So I guess we'll just have to do this the hard way. And hope we run into a stash somewhere. In the meantime, let's set up these rooms.
Carrying a variety of culinary delights was on its way to Burger's End. How sad that it would never reach its goal.
Well, we'll have to make sure of that. Also, can I upgrade her? Not yet. But we do need to keep away from Burger's End, because those heroes will still kill us. As long as they have that cake symbol above their heads, they are unkillable by my troops, regardless of what level I give them. Alright, so the mule should be coming in through here. There it is. And luckily this is a slow delivery.
Ow!
The savage evil never even gave the food delivery a chance. Now, its creatures gorge themselves on the delicacies instead of the heroes in Burger's End.
Alright. Let's bolster our ranks as well. Alright, let's dig this out. No, that's not gonna work. Alright, one more spawn point gone. And this is an epic damage bonus.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Right.
Yeah? And stay down!
Right. Get everything else set up. Maybe a few extra sets. Alright, Thinker's Cave and some simple traps.
Payday.
Alright, this has a 18 toolboxes, that's fine.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
They are certainly very persistent. Alright, let's forget
the brewing evil could now build a delivery carrying a variety of culinary delights was on its way to Burger's End. How sad that it would never reach its goal.
Alright. Let's get the troops ready. We're almost ready to go for an attack to liberate some Gob-O-Bots. But we will have to do so next time. Thank you for watching.